Hello and welcome to Off the Grid. Today we're playing Magic the Gathering. I'm Geoff.
And this is Tom.
And here are the decks we're playing with today. The deck I used in today's video was a zombie token deck. The main emphasis is to bring in zombies who are used as sack outlets for spells such as board wipes or other powerful advantages.
Today I'm playing my green Treefolk deck. The point of this deck is to pull land and Treefolk out of the deck as fast as possible.
So I'm the first to go. I play a legendary land. I can tap for one colorless or tap and pay 2 to discard a card and draw a card.
Yep, and I draw and play an Elvish Mystic, which allows me to tap 1 and add Forest to my mana pool.
Yep. I play another land, tap my 2, and play Rancid Rats, which is so powerful it shakes the camera. It's a Skulk Death Touch 1/1. Nice little starter creature.
Alright, and for my turn, play another Forest and play a Bosk Banneret for 2 mana, which allows me to play Treefolk and Shaman spells for 1 less mana. That enables me to tap my Elvish Mystic and play another Bosk Banneret.
Really building up an army here. Goes back to my turn. I play another land, another swamp, which enables me to play Weaponcraft Enthusiast, which has the ability to fabricate 2, and that allows me to either put 2 +1/+1 counters on him or create 2 1/1 colorless servo creatures. And I chose to do the colorless servos, as you'll see in a moment. And then I decided to attack with the rat because it's Death Touch, and he won't risk destroying one of his Treefolks that allow him to play other Treefolks.
No, I will not. So I take 1, and on my turn I play another mana, tap 2, and play Cloud Crown Oak, which has reach, and it's 3/4.
Yep.
Tap everything I have and play Deadly Recluse, which has reach and Death Touch.
It comes back to my turn, where I tap 2 and play Collective Brutality. It has an escalate ability, so I can choose 1 or more, but have to discard stuff. I choose the first ability, which reveals his hand, and then I can cause him to discard an instant or sorcery, but sadly enough, he doesn't have any. He just has Primal Rage and a Forest.
So now back to my turn. I'm able to play that Forest, tap 2, and play Primal Rage, which gives all of my creatures trample.
Yep. Back to my turn. And I immediately pass since I don't have any cards or mana to do anything.
Well, and with that, I'm able to play the mana from my hand and play a Battle Wand Oak, which means whenever I play a Forest or a Treefolk, he gets +2/+2.
And you attack. And I just take the damage.
Attack with one of those Bosk Bannerets.
Yep. Now we're tied up for
Since
health.
I have 2.
I tap 3 mana, and I play Hero's Downfall. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. And
that gets rid of my Cloud Crown Oak.
Yep. Your biggest guy on the field.
So with my Bosk Bannerets, I'm able to play a Leaf Crown Elder for only 2 mana, which has Kinship. At the beginning of my upkeep, I can look at the top card. If it shares a creature type with Leaf Crown Elder, I can play it directly from the top of my deck. And because I played a Treefolk, that puts a counter on the Battle on Oak. But I decide to attack with Bosk Banneret, Deadly Recluse, and Elvish Mystic.
And I decide to block the Elvish Mystic with a servo to get rid of the extra mana he's generating. And take the 2 damage. Comes back to my turn. Pay 2 mana and tap my legendary land so that we draw a card, discard a card.
Lucky for me, that's only a Forest.
And I get the land for the turn, which helps me drastically. As you saw, Kinship failed. You only got a Forest.
Yep. So I then play said Forest, add a +2/+2 counter, and attack. Trying to make a dent in what Geoff's got.
I proceed to block with Rancid Rat, killing both our creatures because of Death Touch. And I proceed to take a bunch of damage. Comes to my turn. I draw. and then untap, and I'm playing a 4-cost. Giss's Bidding allows me to play 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. The other one's coming out in just a second, but that's it for my turn.
So back to my turn. Let's see if kinship works. And it does not. However, I still get to play, and this is Pilgrimage. That allows me to search my library for 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put 1 into the battlefield tapped, and another one into my hand.
Yep, it comes back to my turn. I untap everything, play another mana, and play a 5-cost. And you can already see what it is. It's one of my favorite cards in all of Magic. Eliminate the competition. You can sacrifice X creatures and destroy X creatures. And I decided to destroy Tom's 2 biggest guys.
Kinship and a Bosk Banneret.
Yep. Just sacrificing a Weaponcraft Enthusiast and a Servo, which are both weaker than my zombies.
And unfortunately, since I don't have anything, I pass the turn to Geoff.
Yep. Kind of sloppily untap my mana, but I pay 2 and play a Mind Stone. I can tap it for 1 colorless mana, or pay 1, sack it, and draw a card. And then I use the Legendary Lands effect, draw a card, discard a card, but because Tom only has 1 card at hand, it's not as big of a benefit.
And the card I drew was a land. And if you couldn't tell, that's the card in my hand currently.
Mm-hmm.
So now on my turn, I draw. I'm able to play land, which I'm at 9, by the way.
Yes.
So I play a Sylvan Primordial. It has reach, and whenever it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, I destroy a target non-creature permanent that player controls. For each permanent destroyed this way, I can search my library for a forest card and put it into the battlefield tapped.
And he destroys my legendary land, takes a forest, shoves it in my face, and plays it.
Into the battlefield tapped, obviously.
Yep. I proceed to pay 5 mana using the Mind Stone. And I play from under the floorboards. Put 3 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield tapped, and I gain 3 life. And so I gain the 3 life. I'm back up to 16. It's looking like a fair fight now.
It's starting to swing the other way.
Now I'm outnumbering Tom, and he passes back to me. I immediately play Remorseless Punishment, which is a 5-cost. Target opponent loses 5 life unless that player discards 2 cards or sacrifices a creature. And I get to repeat that process once immediately, which is really powerful effect. So Tom sacrifices a creature and loses 5 life in 1 turn, just from 1 card. Such a powerful card. Now my untap happens, and my because I just played that card, and my zombies are just sitting there, ready to defend.
At this point, I'm looking to rebuild my side of the table and play another Deadly Recluse. I also decide to attack with a Deadly Recluse.
And I block with a zombie, killing both of our creatures. I play Spawning Bed. It's a nice land, tap to add 1 mana. I can sack it for 6 and put 3 1/1 colorless Scoyons to the battlefield, which allow me to sack that. Which allow me to tap them and sack them for mana.
I'm able to play a Mana Reflection.
Ooh, you double your
but
mana.
But not like it helps. You can double my 11 mana that I have.
Ooh, 22.
Turn it to 22 mana. So I'll never run out of mana at this point, but I may run out of cards to use.
I think you already hit that point.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my hand. So I decide to just attack.
Yep.
Both Primordial and the Recluse.
And me being smart, I block with my zombies, killing his Primordial. And my mana was untapped. I tap 3 and proceed to play Grim Return. Choose target creature card in a graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, and I get it. So I get his Primordial. And this is the beautiful part. I end up destroying his enchantment with Trample. So now I have Tom's big creature, and he's left with a silly Death Touch.
A tapped little spider.
Yep, I end up paying 3 and play Behind the Scenes. Creatures you control have Skulk, and so that means they can't be blocked with creatures with greater power. and hit Tom for 6 damage to face, and pass to him.
But all I have is a Blanchwood armor.
And at this point, I feel that was the mistake Tom made, because now his creature becomes a 12, or is it a 12-13? Or a 13-12, whatever. It's now a really massive creature, but because he did that,
Yeah.
and I have Skulk, he can no longer block any of my creatures attacking.
It is a 1/2 with +11/+11.
So I think him playing the Blanchwood armor on that Deadly Recluse was a mistake. But I proceed to play Butcher of Malachar for 7. Flying, whenever Butcher of Malachar or another creature I control dies, target opponent has to sacrifice a creature. And I attack with the Primordial, doing another 6 damage to face. And because of
And I
Skulk,
can't block.
Yep.
So as you can see, I drew another Deadly Recluse. I also tapped way more mana than I needed to.
Yep. You attack.
Attack with my large Deadly Recluse.
And I block with my zombie, 2/2. He dies, and because he died, Butcher of Malachar's ability goes off, and Tom has to sacrifice the only other card he has.
Yeah, the measly little Deadly Recluse.
Comes back to my turn. And at this point, I'm thinking, man, it would be really funny if I kill Tom with his own creature. I play Return Centaur, which when he enters the battlefield, target player mills the top 4 cards of his library.
And unfortunately for me, I probably could have used all of those.
Well, it wouldn't have made a difference because I proceed to hit you with your own card.
That is true. And that is it.